You got to look at the society we live in, brother. That's how we're supposed to make our moves and our decisions based on the society. What does the society promote? Racism, sexism, classism. They promote misuse of sex. That's why we need to practice semen retention, because they promote the misuse of it.
I agree.
So it's about balance. It's about discipline. I'm not saying that we shouldn't want to procreate. I'm saying that they use satanic expressions to get us to deviate. They use nature against us, basically. They use our nature against us to destroy us.
Okay.
I was saying to the brother that you know, I think if you don't have no sex for a period of time, after a while your body will release itself.
Wet dream.
You will have a wet dream.
What you saying, King?
What was I saying?
Yeah.
About the lions?
Yeah.
Lions don't have sex until it's time to, you know, procreate.
So lions don't have sex until they procreate.
Yeah.
And I was asking you, when you were 16, did you know about the lions first, or did you know about that?
I didn't.
But would you have thought about lions procreating, or how did you feel when you were 16 as sexually?
At 16, sexually?
But you told me, what was your answer?
Oh, I did tell you. At 16, sexually, I was trying to get whatever I could, you know, at any party. I'm not gonna lie, just like every other kid.
By 18, you lost your virginity?
Nah, I didn't lose that till 24.
24.
Yeah.
That's dope. Most men lose their virginity a little younger.
Yeah.
Do you practice semen retention now?
Yeah.
How long have you been practicing semen retention?
Since 2019.
What's your end goal?
End goal. I just want to feel powerful, man.
Do you already feel powerful?
I do, but there's a lot more I can get the longer I go.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
During this process since 2019 to now, have you had a girlfriend?
I've had a couple, yeah.
Does it make it harder or easier to be in a relationship with these women, telling them that you practice semen retention?
It makes it harder.
Not a lot of women like to hear that.
They don't like to hear that. Even if you do have sex with them and you're able to not bust a nut,
yeah,
they want you to bust a nut because they feel a certain way.
They feel better.
They feel bad. They think it's their fault. But it's really, I don't want to lose my energy. But they don't understand that. So it messes everything up.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. What's your name, King?
My name's AJ, a Chiricahua.
Oh, lit, bro. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Wait, but what you were saying over here?
What?
About semen retention and shit?
What about it?
What you were saying?
To who? Oh, I mean, specifically what? What is it? I was saying that we make excuses about it. That's what I was saying. Like, even if, okay, like he asked, this one thing he mentioned, he said that wet dreams. He said that he'll have, you know, wet dreams, or how do you redirect the urge? But I'm suggesting that it all starts in the mind. So if you allow that urge to overpower you and allow you to bow to it, that means that you got to strengthen your mind. You're still bowing to it. That's why they put what they put on television and social media. They want you to constantly be stimulated. But when you can resist it and overcome it, you're good. You're not going to get aroused. It take mastery, though.
So, how old are you now?
30. I just turned 30 in September.
Yeah, happy birthday, bro.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
And any point in time in your life, do you plan on having kids?
Yeah, I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to let it happen unnaturally, but I do, definitely.
So you're planning it?
Not planning it, but I would like kids, but I'm not planning it. Yeah. So
well,
planning means you have an
idea, yeah. Do you know or have an idea of like what age you probably want to have kids?
Well, you know, we men, we can have them at 80. Not that I want to have them at 80, but you know, our bodies are different, so we can have them as we get older. And as long as you take care of yourself, you're good. So, you know, I'm gonna let it happen naturally.
In these years, how's your dating life?
I'm focused on business and righteous code of conduct. That's all. Now, courtship is not the same as dating. When you're courting, that means you're planning on marrying that particular queen, and that's a serious arrangement. But dating that's in this society, it's degenerate, because dating, what does that lead to? More self-destruction and debauchery and misuse of one another. So
is it? How have you? Because you live in Miami, so you know there's a lot of beautiful women out here.
Yes, sir.
I definitely meet a lot of them. How do you go around not connecting with even one woman? Like,
How so?
Like how is that?
You mean sexually? Like, what do you mean?
No, not sexually. Just in a way that makes you want to get to know them better.
I deal with them. I deal with them, but
to want to court them.
Right.
You know.
But see, my focus is first. Most of the young ladies are not trained to be wives. Most of them, just like us, have been miseducated. So I don't start off trying to date or have sex with any woman because I have to. If I do see a young lady that I like, I don't approach her in a sexual lustful way. Because even by me practicing semen retention, that's not my desire. It would be to see where she's at up top.
To court her.
Right, but that takes even longer because now patience. You definitely have to be patient. But at the time right now, I'm not in that process because I'm building my business. I'm traveling. I'm doing other things. I'm helping a lot of people reforming health and all of that. So when that time comes, I'm gonna let it play out naturally.
Where you from?
Chicago.
When's the last time you been there?
Couple weeks, 2019.
It's cold out there now.
Yeah.
I haven't been out there. I've never been out there. That's dope. So when was your last relationship with a girl that you did court?
I've never courted. Never been in a courtship. And I never really seriously dated either. Because I never desired to misuse all women. That's just me. I can't speak for other brothers. I'm speaking for myself.
So this is something that you was raised.
I've always been involved. I mean, of course, that's evolutionary, like knowledge, and you're going to learn more and you're wiser as you get older. But I never desired to misuse all women. Never. That was never my intention. So I never did that. I never moved like that. I always was disciplined. Working out, building my business. I always was like that, even as a kid. But I grew up around a lot of brothers who were the total opposite. So that's not to judge or throw off or condemn them. But everybody has different purposes in life. I have a purpose that I have to fulfill and live up to.
So let me ask you, how would you judge me now? So I met my girl a couple of months ago in the gym, and we met on a business term where we just started doing just like videos and whatnot. And then after a while, I realized that we had a connection, so it got intimate.
What connection? How?
In many ways, shape, or form. Not only do we have a lot of similarities characteristically, but we also have similar goals in life.
How long have you known her?
I told you, a couple months.
Okay, so you feel like you've known her after a couple months?
I'm getting to know her after a couple of months.
You had sex with it within that couple months? Or after?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so why did you have sex with it in the first couple months?
Because the connection was strong.
Okay.
I relapsed.
So who initiated? This is a better question. Who initiated it? Was it you or her?
She initiated it.
Okay, so you allowed a woman to manipulate you.
Manipulate me to do what?
To bow to your desire, your low desires.
Well, I don't think that I allowed her to manipulate me. I think she kind of seduced me.
You allowed her to seduce you. She didn't seduce you. You allowed her to seduce you.
I don't think that's a manipulation. I think that's more of a, I see something that I want. Now, it's on me now to go get it. Whereas manipulation is like a person's brain is being played with in that moment, whereas they don't have control over their thoughts to understand what's right and wrong. I know what's right and wrong. I could go home, or I could go in that bedroom.
Right.
And we could build.
Right. Right.
You know?
But see, that's my point, is that us, and this is real because you got a big following.
Yeah, I do. And I have a lady.
Right.
And I still practice semen retention.
And you're in the position to set an example and to be a mentor to a lot of young brothers.
Yeah.
Therefore, when we have these conversations on semen retention, we got to be living it. You know what I'm saying? We got to practice that, bro. We can't have stuff because then you out of balance, you out of chemistry with truth, and that makes you a hypocrite. Not in a way where you accept falsehood, but in a way where if you're speaking on something, you have to live it. And you're going to be tested. God tested you by allowing a woman to come to you with that desire or that suggestion. And you allowed her to make you bow. And women test us all the time. And that's their nature.
The desire of wanting a companion is natural. It's not something that I just think I'm bowing down to a desire, because I also have a desire to eat. I have a desire to sleep. So if I'm bowing down, I'm bowing down to all my natural desires. My natural desire to eat, let me finish please. My natural desire to sleep, my natural desire to want a companion. And if it's not only with my family, but with someone else that at least if we have similarities to become a family, let us build and do that. Because we as people in this world always divide each, oh, you're from where? Oh, now because you're from this country, I'm from this country, now we could be cool.
Right.
Why does that have to make us cool? You know, we always choose to divide. Like, why can't we all just work together on the same length? Because we all have the same goals to get to the top, to be as great as we can be, to be our best selves. How can you say that you are the greatest semen retention teacher in the world? No, I'm just saying that, you know. Whereas a desire that's natural for you to want a person, but for you, you said you don't have that desire. That desire is unbeknownst to you.
It's still there, but I have mastered it. I control it. I keep it under control. It's something that has to be controlled. I want to respond to something you mentioned.
Talk to me, King.
About divisions, because you got to look at the society we live in, brother. That's how we're supposed to make our moves and our decisions, based on the society. What does the society promote? Racism, sexism, classism. They promote misuse of sex. That's why we need to practice semen retention, because they promote the misuse of it.
I agree.
So it's about balance. It's about discipline. I'm not saying that we shouldn't want to procreate. I'm saying that they use satanic expressions to get us to deviate. They use nature against us, basically. They use our nature against us to destroy us. Look at all the brothers with sex addictions, drug addictions. How do they become that way? It's a natural urge that they had, but what destroyed their life? It was the lack of discipline and the misuse of the urge.
That's a fact. That's so. I definitely want to make sure that your point, excuse me, your point was definitely straightened or cleared out, because I don't want people at home to think like, yo, I need to stay away from all women. You know, if you have a problem with definitely your sexuality, that you need to find and learn discipline.
Well, that's what they promote in this society, homosexuality. Not to knock it, but that's what they promote.
Well,
but that don't mean, even if you're practicing that, the whole idea is not to knock what your sex lifestyle is. We are righteous men, so we love women, but let's not make excuses in wasting our seed and misusing our women. That's all I'm saying. I'm not knocking what your sex is, none of that. Your discipline and your ability to restrain and resist temptation, because that's how you evolve. When you bow into pleasure, you don't evolve.
But you bow down to eating.
But you can, that can
and you
destroy
evolve.
you. But that can destroy you.
You can evolve.
No, it can destroy you. But the food that we eat is destroying us right now. That's why we have all these health problems.
Not the food I eat.
Not what you eat, but I'm saying
well,
my point is the law that we have to eat.
Yeah.
They misuse that. So you're eating junk food, fast food. They use our nature that we have the desire to eat, and they give you access to fast food restaurants, junk food. They use our sexual nature against us and put porn on the internet. Have women shaking their ass all day. See, they use your nature against you, and then you are the fool to bow to it. You see, you are the fool to bow to it.
Yo, so
yeah,
don't bow down to no.
Low desires, unrighteousness,
low desires,
wickedness.
Low wickedness. So that means that you can make love to your woman without busting a nut. Yo,
if you're married, it's exceptions when you're married. But if you're not married,
go!
Stay away from it.
Let's go.
But never waste your seed. Never waste your seed. That's destructive. Unless you want to procreate. But let's just stop thinking sex. Let's stop thinking about sex so much. Let's start thinking righteousness and elevation.
Yes.
Because sex is a distraction, and it's an artificial barrier in the front of our progress. Sex is too. We talk about it and think about it too much. You know. Let's start focusing on greater things.
Being our best selves, guys. And you heard what he said. If you're not married, then stay focused on what you focused on. If you're married, procreate. You know what I'm saying? And stay focused on what you focused on. But guys, all together, just everybody, let's just work together. Let's stop dividing each other. Let's stop looking at each other and wanting to divide or wanting to be a little closer because that person has a little similarity to you. There's always something unique about somebody that's opposite from who you are. Like, look at my guy Ripper here. We're totally opposites. He on the beach every day working out. I'll be in the snow working out. You know what I'm saying? So
I was in the snow too when I was in Chicago.
And then I'll be in the beach sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yo, where they can find you at, King?
Instagram is at JAQUE, The Ripper. YouTube is The Ripper. And I also want to say that these conversations are not to judge or condemn or to throw off on our people or to promote division, but righteousness and wickedness cannot be mixed. So you can't live both. You got to submit to deeds or wicked. So you got to choose. So let's not half step. Let's submit to righteousness.
Please, guys. And if you don't know what's righteous, DM Ripper and he will tell you the righteous.
I'll go down the
he'll give
rabbit
you
hole with you.
He'll give you the whole list
Yeah.
of everything that's righteous and everything that isn't. If that isn't good enough for you, you can check out the link in the description where we have a specialized structured program that you can use to either get your body looking better than us or as good as us, and help you out with your diet as well, so you can not only stay consistent but know where you need, what you need to do, so you can get to where you need to go. Shouts to you guys. Thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for putting all the love and effort that you've done into these videos that inspired me to continue to be consistent with these videos. Shouts to my brother Ripper at JAQtheripper.com.
We're going to have more workouts coming for you too.
And yes, we got workouts coming for you guys. Thank you guys. Peace. Thank you, King.
Thank you, King.
I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth.